Hello everyone, welcome to MES e-learning channel. Today we are going to discuss about standard costing. Very important chapter, formula based chapter, but still few things that needs to be kept in mind while learning standard costing. Standard costing is actual practice getting followed in the industry. In standard costing, the management set a budget before the commencement of their production and they keep watch whether this budget is getting followed or not. Standard costing is always considered as formula based chapter. Standard costing give you output of variations which we call as variances. So I want to have a completely new angle to this chapter. If we calculate variance and if we don't take action on those variances, then what's the use of those variances? So today we are going to have a managerial angle to this particular chapter. I will explain two aspects here. First aspect will be obviously formulas and calculation. Second aspect, it is interpretation of those answers, those variances. So first, few golden rules before we start our calculation. Rule number 1, while calculating, there should be always standard minus actual. So whatever formula you will calculate, there should be always standard data minus actual data. Second most important rule, whenever you calculate any variance, make sure that the number of units, the quantity which you are comparing should be equal. For example, if standard data is available for 1 unit and actual data is available for 100 units, then first you need to convert standard data into actual, which is a very simple way, everyone knows that mostly. You have to do the cross multiplication and bring standard data to the actual level. Now let's get into the formula. We'll give you idea about material variance, rest of the things will remain same. In case of material variances, let's have three basic variance first. Material cost variance, material quantity variance, material price variance, which is also known as rate variance. So you can take any figure. Now, formula, you don't need to by heart at all. You can create formula. Now, if you remember, first rule that I have said, there should be always standard minus actual. So everywhere I am writing standard minus actual first. In every formula, there should be standard minus actual. Everywhere. Standard minus actual. Now which variance we are calculating? Material cost variance, so standard cost minus actual cost because I am calculating cost variance. Material quantity variance, so always standard quantity minus actual quantity. Material price or rate variance, so standard rate minus actual rate. In case of cost variance, this will give you the answer. But in case of quantity variance, standard quantity minus actual quantity. If inside bracket there is a quantity, then you have to multiply with the rate. As simple as that. In case of rate variance, in bracket if there is a rate, then you have to multiply with quantity. So quantity variance, quantity minus quantity into rate. Rate variance, rate minus rate into quantity. Now why quantity varied or y rate varied that we have calculated in this bracket. Now we have to multiply with. Now there is a small trick to remember. When I calculate rate variance, then rate varied for how much actual quantity is essential. Whereas if quantity varied, then what was the standard rate that I have set is essential. So don't by heart formula, you can derive formula logically. If you understand these concepts logically, there is absolutely no need to by heart the formulas. By utilizing these formulas, you can derive your variances, and obviously basic rule everyone is aware of. If your variance is positive answer, then you will write favorable. If your variance is negative, then you will write adverse. So don't by heart, create formulas. Thank you.